The time is nigh, open up your eyes to see the signs of the times. Got to be wise to all of their lives. Look to the sky from where my help comes. Wake up, got to wake up from the slumber. Don't let them pull you under. Rise up of the water. Never let them wrestle you into the mud.
I don't even know if I'm on. If I'm on or not, I don't know. Try and sound different tonight. Greetings in the name of His and Her Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie I, Empress Wazira Menin, on perfect balance. Y'all already know. All right, so this is politically incorrect special edition, different edition. They said the kitchen edition. Yeah, because I go into the kitchen to do something. But we got some conversations to have. So go tell a friend to tell a friend that, yeah, we doing things a little different tonight. I got a list right here, well, right on the other side, of the 10 best ranking schools in Barbados 2020. And this will be interesting. Although I may not touch it too much, I just want to show you all something. And yeah, we're going to discuss this common entrance results and a bunch of other stuff. So before I get too deep into it, I'm going to give a little time for some folks to come on in. Come on in while I'm doing this live, yeah. And all right, yeah, I'm on a live. I'm in the kitchen. I got some company in the kitchen I'm trying to get rid of. You okay? Sure. So I would hurry up if I was you. Can you turn the camera? No? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm threatening to put her on the live so she get out the kitchen. I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Oh, you're moving fast. You're moving real fast. And 5, 4, 3. Politically incorrect. Yeah. I'm gonna deal with that. I'm gonna deal with that. I'm gonna deal with that too. Else. All right, so welcome again to Politically Incorrect. Let me get it correct. If we're not correct, y'all know, feel free to correct us. This is coming to you live, kitchen edition. I'm trying to see if I can full screen this so I can see, because I really can't see what's going on. But I'm still trying to. Right. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, it looks like I'm back. Yeah, boy, it's the technology, man. I'm on my phone then, so that's why if there's any discrepancy because I'm on the phone. So I was going to cook tonight. I was going to have this conversation while I was cooking tonight and see how that goes. It sounds like it's going to be very interesting. So at the very least, oh man, I'm going to see how this goes. So try and sound a little different, only because I got to do something a little different. But if y'all can hear me, give me some sort of indication and or a thumbs up or something. Let me know how the volume sound coming through the system. Let me know if it's clear, loud and clear. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to be my eyes tonight because I can't see it. So let me know. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm looking for myself. I'm trying to find my own feed now. So let me see if I can find it. Politically incorrect. Politically incorrect. Yeah, I'm looking for my own life. I actually found it. Wow. Okay. 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 Fair enough. Well, that was easy. Okay. All right. So I found it. So, like I said, what is classism, family? We're gonna discuss this tonight, man. A lot of folks telling me that they got their results back from the common entrance exam, the common entrance examination, the 11 plus. And a lot of folks telling me they're not satisfied at all. I mean, hearing the same thing all day long. Like some folks are happy and some folks are not so happy. And I'm thinking, well, let's have a conversation about it. I wish I could get a mother or two to call in. I think that'd be the best bet, right? Make some cappuccino, make a sandwich, see what's going on. So common entrance examination results are in and people are not satisfied. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I don't mean this to be insulting in any way, but what do you expect from the system, right? I think a lot of us put way too much faith in this system. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I think we put way too much faith in this system. And because we put so much faith in this system, I think that when they disappoint us, as usual, we somehow sometimes end up feeling away. And smiling butterfly, I see you. I see you. I see you. I'm trying to get this on Facebook now. I don't know how that's going to work. Those on Facebook, I can't see you. So just letting you know, if anything, you got to, I don't know. I don't know how this works. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think, man, for the first time. I think people put way too much faith in the system. They have this belief that, yeah, you definitely gonna be on the line. You try that. Just rest. I take care of that. I think they have too much faith in the system to do the right thing. This is the same system that had the issue with Springer School, scared the bejesus out of people, children, boys and girls. This is the same system that had the instrument survey, again, that clearly didn't have the interest of the children at heart. This is the same system that allow a lot of individuals supposed to operate in a teaching capacity that don't have the capacity to teach into the system to babysit your children day and night. I be talking to the children, they be telling me, teacher, come to school. They may not even teach, they may put work on the board, then they sit down on their phone all day. Now, by the way, if you're a teacher and you feel some type of way about what I'm saying, then it's you I talking about. Real thing. It's you. Yeah, you. Because if you know that you go to school and you do your best to take care of these children as best they can, I mean, yes, I hear you just say a lot of children are unmanly, they're rude, all kind of stuff. We know the issues. A lot of it stem from home and by extension, the environment they're in. We know that. But they're children. That's the thing. And children are typically a blank canvas. So whatever issues they have, they adopted that from the environment they found themselves in. And that's not their fault. That's not to blame them. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. That's what we're dealing with, family. That kind of situation. So having said that, let's be realistic and look at this thing from a holistic point of view. Let's be realistic and look at it from a holistic point of view. The system right now, based on what you have seen in the last few years, especially those who are a bit more conscious than the others, would recognize something, if nothing else. There's been a push for population reduction, the reduction of the population. And in order to successfully do that, you have to first undermine the people by doing what? By miseducating future generations. Because what you don't want is a bunch of young people getting up thinking that they got rights and they're entitled to certain things in Barbados. You want young people that don't have a clue, are more caught up in social media and cyborg space in this digital era, not realizing that they are a key component in the demise of how this thing going. I think this thing too serious for me though. I don't want to, in fact, I ain't going to multitask. Give me a second. Let me get some of the fridge. In fact, come with me. So you got to keep the children docile. So you got to create a permanent on the class. And what do I mean by a permanent on the class? We need a group of individuals, children specifically, who have no interest in nothing but nothing. No ambitions, no desire to be greater, not interested in accomplishing anything meaningful, that is. And do I have milk? Yeah, almond milk. I do have almond milk. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is, man. So they want individuals like that who ain't really thinking about not tomorrow. So what do you do? How do you achieve that? We got this school system in Barbados, this education system that they're talking about reforming forever. Since Adam was a lad, they talk reforming education in Barbados. And within the last 12 months, you've been hearing a lot of talk about reform and how they're going to do this and do that and change this and bring that and bring the third. Which is funny because they can't seem to get it right when it comes to education. They can't seem to get it right when it comes to the organizing of, a better curriculum in terms of empowering the young people in a day and age where clearly you can see technology is taking over. I don't think I locked the door. Let me just double check. Oh, shucks, the door here wide open. You, nice. All right. Make sure that closes off. Wouldn't want to have to make somebody uncomfortable, but think they're comfortable to come in the wrong place. Yeah, let me address this. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, I'll turn that volume down. The other camera right there real quick. I had to turn that one down. But no, seriously, man, this thing with this common entrance examination, I think parents at this point have placed way too much emphasis and trust in the system who has completely marginalized us. And the reform they're talking about has been slow in coming. The only thing that's been quick in coming is, guess what? Yeah, the rainbow thing. Now get this. When they changed the gender, well, let me phrase that. That's a bad start. Let me rewind that. Let me rewind that. When they started the switch in dress code, the dress code, where now you can allow to wear your hair out, this kind of stuff. A lot of folks hail it for the Rasta. Yeah, it's good for Rasta to get school now. You ain't got really locks on, you ain't wrap it up on this time, turning forth, But in reality, like I said, they didn't do that for the culture, the conscious movement. They did that so that when they want to usher in this agenda, what's the word they use? Because I've seen the people sending around the Dighton Griffiths thing, the Gender Day. When they wanted to introduce Gender Day, they been knew they was going to introduce Gender Day. They're just waiting till the when to do it. So when they did that last year, and allow September to come, the whole of September, the whole of October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. They knew that they was going to introduce this into this school term at the end of the term so that the gender day, now although the school only indicate gender day, the individuals who are aware that that day was coming, I'm sure they are aware, I've been aware, so they can prep for it, prepare for it, would be allowed to come to school and identify as the gender you identify with. Meaning, if you are Tommy, and now you call yourself Tammy, you could come to school rather than wearing your pants. You could wear a school skirt and blouse that day, providing they don't have it as a dress day where you can actually wear a costume, because it would be a costume. So this is one thing the school system, the education system in Barbados has gotten correct. In fact, they've gotten it so correct. Well, let me put it this way. They've spent, to my knowledge, since Ronald Jones, that's under the DLP, the 10 years, and then the first 5 years, at least 15 years to my knowledge, thus far, discussing how to reform the curriculum to suit the time and the demographics of Barbados for our children to be empowered in a rapidly evolving world. Can't get it right yet. In fact, I think the post date of it at this, no, in fact, to my knowledge, let me put it that way, because I'm not involved in it directly, so, or indirectly for that matter. But I think it's 2026, they talk about implementing the change. 2026. Meanwhile, within a matter of months, they can adjust the gender agenda. Really? So that's where we at, family. I see you, Andrea. Greetings to you too. Maria, I see you. Empress, I see you. Now you can see the comments because I didn't see them on the phone just now. Yeah, I miss you all too. Y'all feel that breeze tonight, man? Yes, Daffodil, I see you, Daffodil. Miss you a couple nights ago. Anika, we see you too. I already see my smiling butterfly long time. Maria wanna know what I cooking. I was gonna do some pasta to Maria. I was gonna do some pasta. Well, I was there standing up reasoning and telling myself, man, this thing on my mind too heavy, man. So I might just go and cook afterwards quickly. But I just want to address this matter real quick. And oh, by the way, I apologize for coming on so late again. Let me just say that as well. That wasn't the plan. It wasn't the plan. Once you say I'm late, it's Black Lion security work, man. One way or the other. I know you're getting calls to deal with that matter, but I'll address that when I'm finished. But here's the thing, family. I see you too, Beverly. I see you, Sean. I see you too. Greetings to you too, Sharon. My thing is right now, one of the things we have to focus on is education and our children, because how to create classism, the educational system is how we do this. So we got these schools that are listed as tops and bottoms, you know, high rank and lower rank schools. And in reality, all the schools in Barbados are supposed to be equal, but we all know, whether we all say it or not, we all know. And although you find that there's an occasional star, what they call stars, I know bright minds that come out of some institutions, surprisingly, I'm sure they're shocked at it as well. They have to also admit that the schools that they rank high, are they really that high? You know, they're creating classism. It's classes. That's why your children go to class. It's about the classism, and that's what it is. So I just want to tell folks, man, see the system that we believe in, especially when it comes to our children, we gotta stop believing in the system that they're gonna do right by our children. We gotta stop thinking that this system that don't even deal with us officially, with the exploitation without representation, taxation, all kind of stuff, will deal justly with our children. What they're doing is setting your children up to be slaughtered down the line, like a good farmer would by feeding the young chickens that came in. The older ones getting ready to harvest, ready for market. With them chicks, you're gonna have to feed them some growth hormones to get them plump, get them ready for the market in the earliest possible time. Yeah, that's what's happening. In the earliest possible time. So no wonder you see the youths express themselves in these aggressive manners. And then they pick the ones out of them to fill cogs in the system, especially young men and young women who they feel are underachievers to some degree. People don't leave Harrison College School and join the police force. They don't. If they do, they take up a different position. Folks don't leave the lodge school. Let me use the lodge school and join the police, although a lot of police are former lodge students. But those are the special police. Yeah, he said it. Those are the special ones. The other ones, they pick them from different parts in the society as best they can. But most young people who are looking to strive and achieve great things, they don't join no police force, they ain't joining the defense force. We're even going to talk about who joined the defense force. And again, a certain mindset, a certain type of individual. Classism. Usually you'll find the cadets, coming out of cadets, they're going to the defense force more often than not. One or two might try the police, maybe. It's a mindset, family. But when it comes to the educated ones, those from the Queen's College and the Harrisons and the St. Mike, we can talk with St. Michael's that used to be named after a female. I think, in fact, St. Michael's used to be a female school. And in some degree, it still carries the energy, if you know what I mean. Does St. Michael's School have a gender day? Of all the schools that would have a gender day, I would definitely, if I had to nominate a school, I would nominate St. Michael's, without question. I would say St. Michael's would probably be the first school to have a gender day. Now, why am I saying that like that? Am I trying to imply something? Yes. I find St. Michael's School to be very effeminate. I find the school, I don't know, man. There's something about St. Michael's School that just, I don't know. It's just a different kind of school. You got boy children, don't send them to St. Michael's School, man. I don't know. I telling you all this. If your child is past common entrance, and pick foundation, man. Pick Dighton Griffith, Braden Seeley. Pick the schools that where they consider get trouble. Because they have some of the realest students. Not saying the other schools don't have real students, but you find there's a different energy in the schools, whether it's Harrison College, Combermere, St. Michael's, like I said earlier, Queen's College. Oh man. You said and thought to the majority of the youths, majority of them, they have a certain type of disposition. Beautiful minds, man, intelligent minds, man, but the system isn't designed to cater to that. It's designed to shave off, like pruning and create a certain type of individual rather than letting the children be free to express themselves. Nah, man. Steve says St. Leonard's, only if that fella that used to teach there or the principal in there no more. And I ain't calling the names. But who know? Yeah, I heard. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. I tell you, man. What? Of course, the corruption in the schools, too. The education system is corrupt. We took a British system and paint yellow, blue, and black on it. That's all. We took the Union Jack and splashed blue, yellow, and black all over it. Call it ours. When in reality, we function off the same colonial system. Barbados not a real place, man. It's an illusion of inclusion into a colonial system. And you're going to be a cog in the wheel or you're going to be outside the wheel. Simple. Beverly says she's listening attentively. Beverly, you know what time it is, man? You know what time it is? Different breed, different. And don't get me wrong. It is obvious as to why we have the two difference in energies in the schools. Because in reality, once there's a certain set of schools that are deliberately designed to create the house Negro. Yeah, I'm going to talk it tonight, man. Certain schools are designed to create the house Negro. So if your child is in the home of what they consider a house Negro, and by the way, again, if you feel some type of way about what I say about house Negro, then it's probably you I'm referring to. And that's nothing good nor bad. It just means the circumstances of which you were born and bred and raised in. That's all it is. And if you're not aware of it, then I'm happy to make you aware of it, because there's some that are deliberately created to be the permanent underclass, or what they call the field Negro. The field Negro. Because the field Negro has got to feel it the most. So the field Negro got to feel it the most, whereas the house Negro get a little better clothing, might dress a little different, might even get to have a little air-conditioned space when he work inside master office. It is. But even get the chicken bone that fall off the table at the boy, notice that had the piece of chicken on it that master didn't even look down at. So they get things a little different, as opposed to the field Negro who just feeling it. So the children of the field Negro gonna function very different to the children of the ones in the house. You know that. So understand that nothing has changed. Although we like to think it's changed because we function that way in our minds, family, it hasn't changed, man. It's the illusion of inclusion, which is a delusion. Leave you delusional, according to young people. But I just want to touch on this common entrance, man. Family, parents, all I can suggest is you try your best to find a way to make it work. If you can't make it work, well, here's a list of some of these schools they say are better than others. And I'm going to start with the one on this side here where they say is it is Wills Primary School. This is a list from 2020. You know what I'm saying? The tuition apparently runs from $1,900 to $2,730 per term. That's if you got the resources to pay for them kind of schooling. Because school at this level ain't cheap, but best believe the education is a different story. We can talk facts, man. Then there's the Dottins Academy, Navy Garden, Christchurch. Tuition rates is a little different to the one I just read. These ones are $2,200, give or take, to over $4,000 per term. Now, by the way, they're ranked in a certain order, number 1 and number 2. Number 3, Providence Elementary School. Of course, tuition rates are not listed here for this. You have to inquire at the school, which basically means that this might be a little bit more than you could afford. That's how you interpret that. This is the primary school. The other one is Codrington School. Now, like I said to you earlier, and I don't want the boy to misunderstand me right now, but pay attention to what I'm about to say next. Codrington School. Y'all seeing this? Oh, y'all can see this clearly. Codrington School is located in St. John, Barbados, the beautiful parish of St. John, known for its Codrington College. What else? Yeah, what else? The tuition rates are a bit different to the previous ones I read. These ones are $7,600, well over $7,500 per school term. Well, sorry. Well, this is interesting. It's discounted for local students, but the tuition rate is $7,000, $6,000 Barbados. The range is from that to $44,000 per year. Yeah, so that is such a gap between $7,600, I'm guessing, per term, to $44,000 per year. So, if we divide $44,000 per year, that's approximately a little under, my math is right, $15,000 per term. Under, don't go on and say you can't do math. Under $15,000, little under $15,000, madness. But that's the tuition per term. Oh, yeah. Then there's Lockerbie College, the Cambridge International School of Barbados. And this one is quite interesting also because, like the one above it, the tuition rates are $14,500 US per term of 3 terms. You cannot make, this is a Barbados family. What y'all don't understand is, so when your child get in school at, well, let me use Queen College. Because you know a lot of folks believe in Queen's College, although Queen's College, look, I know a parent, yeah, you're gonna talk it, whose child rather went to school at Queen's College and was injured at school during school hours in a recreational form, in recreation during school. Man, listen. You think the school would, be taking an active role in the interest of the child's injuries, safety, and recovery? Man, I ain't gonna say too much. But man, I wish the mother would come on and talk about it. That's what I wish she would do. I think she should do that. Maybe I'll ask her a question. Y'all wouldn't believe how Queen's College handled the situation. But then again, the child might got a different hue to the other ones. But this one right here, Lockerbie College of Cambridge International, the Cambridge International School, Barbados, is $14,500 per year of 3 terms. Y'all get the picture yet? All right. Then there's St. Winifred School, but of course, that's an old veteran, so you gotta call in to get them tuition rates. The reason why you probably gotta call in because some of these schools ain't about money. It's not about the money. It's about the class. What pedigree are you from? What class do you fall under? Just saying, what's your last name again? Anyhow, at number 7, we have St. Gabriel's School. Another old veteran in the game, but St. Gabriel's, I've lost a bit of its shine. It's all right, don't get me wrong. But St. Gabriel's has lost a bit of its shine. I mean, considering all, I'm sure it's still a good school. But also, you have to inquire online. Now, why would I say St. Gabriel's lost a little bit shine? Again, right? When you know, you know. A lot of things happen that don't make the media, but a lot of people do, tell a friend to tell a friend. Cyprian's Boys School. Another veteran, inquire. Number 8. Number 9, Ursuline Convent. I think that's closed now. If I could be wrong. I don't know, because they closed one of them schools. I don't know which one. I can't keep up. But tuition is $2,000 to $4,000 per term. And then we have Alexandra School, not to be confused with Alexandra Secondary School in Comoros and Michael. And you also got a call to find out about tuitions. Best ranked schools in Barbados. Look here, family. I'm still stuck at these 2 right here, right? Most. Ooh-wee. Look here, man. Anyhow, I can leave it right there, man. I'm just gonna leave it right there. I'm just gonna leave it right there, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it right there. Anyhow, family, all I'm saying, right, is that, man, what time is it, man? Nothing is what it appears to be. Okay? We got to focus on developing our own. I keep telling y'all, we got to get to the stage where we got to do our own thing. We got to recognize that the system is designed to be the system. It is the way it is for a reason. And so we had to recognize it and learn to work in and out of it and above it and not have faith in it, because until it is governed by individuals whose level of integrity exceeds and supersedes those of the ones who are currently there, we're going to keep getting similar results. And so that's why we have to make up our minds, to either accept it and stay or come out of her, my people. And at this point, I think it's more important to simply come out of her. Simply come out, organize ourselves, study governance, learn to govern ourselves, create our own governing body, and function at that level. And build it to the point where it is 10, 15, 20, 30, 40,000 people strong. And therefore, then it's a different conversation than the one you're being forced to have. Because for the most part, most people in Barbados comply because of the, what they get in terms of the salary and the money they make out of the system. There's some who are diehard, faithful to it for different reasons, but then the others who want to see change. Well, if you want to see change, you're going to have to produce that you know, we're gonna have to deal with that ourselves, man. And you said to keep us where we are mentally so we can continue to suffer suffer and they prosper is a reality. You say your list need to be updated both in ranking and price. I wouldn't be surprised at all. This list is from 2020, by the way. So it definitely is an old list, and I don't doubt it needs to be updated at all. You said that's lawyers and doctors' children. Nah, not really. Maybe for some, but not all, because again, a lot of these schools are really about the prestige and the name, not the money. They're not really in it for money. They're in it to create future world leaders of certain family children, of certain descendants. So despite a person might have the resources to send their child there, they may get rejected, not off the fact that they can't pay, but off the fact that they're not in the right class. Bottom line. The barbers youth service is run by the system, taking boys and girls from underprivileged families and treating them like slaves, of course, and some drop out before the program is finished. Well, what the barbers youth service is also doing is trying to recruit members for the same police, defense force, and Coast Guard, because they run it as a military thing. So they obviously offer that as an opportunity when you leave. You could go and recruit, you do the 6 months and come back, and or go on the cover so that you be on the block. So I was in a program recently where I heard one of the former police commissioners talk about he would like to take majority police out of uniform and put them in plain clothes amongst the people, so they could basically informants, undercover officers, undercover agents. And believe you me, they already have a lot of them. Trust when I tell you, a lot. So don't kid yourself. But the thing is, they're not there to keep an eye on the criminals. They're there to make sure that the people get fed up enough with the madness that they don't form the uprising and take over the government. Because, you know, you don't see the wealthy families sending their children to the youth service. You ain't going to see that. Oh, hell no. Oh man, I bet you can tell us about classism. I bet you can do that. Greetings from all the Clark family. Show it to the Clarks, man. Toothbrush, get out the dirt fast. How you like me, Clarks? Yeah, Clarks, it's all good, man. Apart from the tuition, please note that their vetting system, of course, for admission to some of the private schools. Again, you got to be in the right class. You said that some of these schools you never heard of? Well, that's because you're in the wrong class. That don't apply to you. And that's serious, but that's a reality. That is a reality. That's how they look at it, man. Pedigree. Because you got to understand that the families never left. Some left, but most of them stayed. And they're still here. They just try to blend amongst you, dwell amongst you, pretend amongst you, but they're not like you. They're not like us, man. They're not like us at all, at all, at all. Schools for networking with important people is really not about the money. That's why I said they're looking at creating future world leaders, man. Future Miss Montleys. You know what I'm saying? Real thing. Good night to the family over and away. Listen, y'all missed the program last night. Blame yourself. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I mean, it was great. It was King Alfred. We're getting on, family. It was great last night, man. First night, it was worth it, man. And I'm looking forward to doing some other stuff in the not too distant future. But that information that we posted last night on that program in the Zoom, yeah, was definitely worth it. Anybody seen Noel lately? I've been missing Noel. I ain't know what happened to Noel. I'll give him a call and see if he's all right. Hope he ain't getting problems with the American embassy or the Barbados consulate talking all that stuff about Barbados in America. Yeah. Hope they ain't trying to deport you, Noel. Oh man, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? At least you'll be home though. Don't watch no face. But yeah, family, that's what's going on in the schools, man. Like I said, man, I think we put too much faith in the school system because, I mean, I know of cases where teachers were abusing their authority. The little bit of authority that they feel they have, they go in school and tormenting children day in, day out. And when you go and make these inquiries into the school and not to do investigation, what they do, they send the teacher on leave for a whole school term. So they can't investigate it because he never came back to school. Although they could still investigate it. They don't even say a word to the parents. Not a word. But they go on as if business as usual. I'm telling you, man. But they see it fit to get a gender day on the calendar, though. How about a no abuse to children day at school? How that sound? You know what I mean? Well, male teachers walking around with bamboo whips, beating young girls, young ladies. Yeah, I said it, man. You know who you are. You know who you are. Big man like you with a whip, a bamboo. I only hit them soft. You shouldn't hit them at all. What are you telling these young ladies that it's okay for a man to beat you? Is that what? Because see, we don't look at it holistically. We look at it from the standpoint of our education. You know, we were educated and we spared the rod and we spoiled the child. You know, that came right off the plantation. God had never said that. Anyhow, I don't want to get too personal with this thing here because I would drop some more information, man. I'm telling you, this thing is crazy. But to protect the children and the families, I leave certain details out. But y'all know what's going on, man. This is why the common entrance is done to keep the classes separated. Yes, they have to create a permanent on the class. Somebody got to pick up the garbage. So no matter how bright your child is, if he in that class, that's his. And yo, family, I didn't really plan on doing a whole lot on this. I just want to say my 2 cents. Stop trusting the system. A lot of families got results and feel disappointed. Why would you be disappointed? You go and send your children to Rome, then you vex when the Romans decide to do what they want with them. You send your children to Rome, then you get upset when Rome decide to do whatever they want with them. Should have never sent them there in the first place, man. I ain't just saying it. I know it's not always convenient. It might seem a little bit harsh because parents work. I get it. I get it. I get it. Find a way. Find a group. One aunt might be home. She could take care. This is why the family nucleus is important, fam. That's why I said it's time to start rebuilding the family. It's time to start looking at alternative ways to build family. It's time that families start discussing polygamy. Because women always tell you, all men just cheat. I hear, all men just cheat. Well, hold on a minute, sis. If you telling me that all men cheat, I'm just speaking out, my thoughts. Well, why make it a cheat situation? Why not amalgamate the two families so that they could put resources together, decide which one going to stay home and take care of the children, all of them, and be responsible while the others go and bring in the bacon, well, in the ital in this case, bring in the bread. But don't let the man here, there, wasting resources in 2 different locations, paying 2 different internet bills, 2 different light bills, buying 2 different sets of groceries, all this money, gas money back and forth. No, I'm just saying, make it work for the sake of the children. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for that one there, man. But anyhow. Mr. Clark said, my daughter goes to school at CP and she tell me that they have legal, okay. CP, man, CP. Once you know the school system is similar to the banking system, huh? I'm telling you, man. School was a waste of time for me. Sold bear marbles and bobbies at school. You're still selling. You've been a natural hustler. They should have had you in an entrepreneur class from primary school so that you'll be able to be more successful at what you do now because you learned the ropes. But nah, they didn't teach you that. They didn't teach you that at all. Nevertheless, I'm not here to bash no school. I'm not here to bash no teachers, because the real teachers are teachers. The rest of one are end teachers. The thing is, y'all already know that anyhow. So me saying it ain't a big deal, because most parents who do pay attention know this as well. Like I see the work, like I see the work one of my children bring home. Like, wait a minute, there's what? And of course, teachers always blame the students. Always blame the students. But you've been teaching for how many years now? Yeah, how many years? 8 years? 8 years? Out of the 8 years you've been teaching in secondary school, your class have consistently failed to produce more than 5% of the students who actually pass the class, and somehow you think it is the students. Why are there no statistics on teachers and those who and the ratio of students who pass the class for that particular year, school year? There's information. The data is there. The report card is the data. Every report card is the data. You got 20 children in your class. You taught for 8 years. That's 24 terms, 3 terms a year. Another 24 school terms, you have 24 consecutive failed classes, except for perhaps a 5% who did reasonably well above average, and perhaps 2% who did exceptional at best. And you think it is the students, and you still work with the ministry? Don't the ministry collect data on these so-called teachers who clearly don't have a clue what the hell they're doing, and should automatically refer them to training or dismissal? Any teacher who's teaching a class, if I was prime minister here, any teacher who teaching a class and your class have consistently failed, I ain't gonna even give one school year. I ain't give I'm gonna give 3 years. Your first year in school, your class, your entire class, majority of your class failed. The second year you're on the job, majority of your class failed. The third year you're on the job, majority of your class failed. You going back, you going. In fact, by the first year, we're gonna recommend training of some sort. By the second year, and that's to happen, we're gonna recommend additional training of some sort. If by the third year that don't improve, you fired. Nah, you ain't a teacher. You ain't got a clue what you're doing. Nah. No more free writing, man. No more free writing. There's too many free writing going on, man. And meanwhile, the children suffering. Enough is enough, family. Enough is enough, man. Anyhow. I was so bored in secondary school. I could imagine, Maria, you got a different mindset. Had they put you in an agriculture class, you would have flourished, man. You'd be flourishing all now. They taught you Spanish and geography and social studies that you can't say about that. Give the children what, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Never let education get in the way of your learning. Give the children what they need and what they show interest to. Education, by definition, is not what goes on in our schools. Our children are not being educated. They're being brainwashed and indoctrinated. They're being brainwashed and indoctrinated. Facts. And overstand, I love this part, overstand that the 5% who passed probably had parents who paid for them to get extra lessons. This right here is the proverbial truth of the matter. Majority of children who excel in school get private lessons on the side. Some cases, and in most cases, by the same teachers. So they don't teach, they do the bare minimum at school, and for the little extra cash, I give you all the rest of the information. Wickedness, man. And again, if you feel some type of way about what I said, well, it's you I'm talking about. And if you laughing right now, well, salute to you, one of the real teachers. And I know you're happy that we call out the fake teachers, because in fact, the fake ones, because they're not teachers, they're so not even worthy of being called fake teachers, because they're not even a fake teacher. They're not even worthy of being called teacher, not even in the sense of being fake, man. They have a different agenda. And I see it. I go to a lot of schools. I see it. I see it. I see it, man. You could tell you could tell what their real assignment really is. Anyhow, just saying. Thanks for saying, Ron. When the basketball team failed, they fired the coach. Okay. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm saying that teachers to get incentive-based pay. When your class performs, you get more money. Your class don't perform, you get the bare minimum. You get recommendations and you get training, and failing that, you get to go. You get to step in. Maria said correct. She loves arts and crafts. Yeah, Maria would have been. Maria, I don't even know you a hot year properly, 2-3 years properly. Well, maybe about that, give or take. From jump, I saw what your passion is. That's where I would have placed you. You gotta do English and math. You gotta learn to count. You gotta learn to speak and be respectful and carry yourself a certain way. But arts and crafts, right, putting you, agriculture, right, putting you for sure, for sure. You learn anything you love, man. You feel the push-to-ment teachers and the children face every year a different teacher. What that equates to is every year a different energy. And although I understand you coming from a certain point, there need to be different teachers though, because different people have different skill sets. And so, teachers should be a bit more all-rounded. I agree with you on that part. And we need to take a different approach how we teach English and math. The problem is here is that the curriculum that they have established, the way this is established, it is designed to produce a permanent underclass and cogs for the system. That's all it is for. So it's not there to educate, and enlighten you or bring your level of intelligence to the surface. It is designed to indoctrinate you. Education is indoctrination. We have been looking at this thing all wrong. And that's what it is for. So don't expect anything different. And that's the reality. Harrison and Commonwealth are for plain purposes only. Classism. You went to Harrison's. You could be the dumbest rock. You went to Harrison's. You could be the brightest bulb. I went to St. Lucia, whatever they call it now. Dighton Griffith or Graydon City. I think it's Graydon. One of them schools. Daryl something. But my point is that we got to be honest about this, family. Stop putting your trust in Rome, and then when Rome decide to abuse your trust, you cry foul. Don't do it. Know the devil you're dealing with. And if you don't know, go read the devil's history. Go read the devil's history. Barbados only changed the labeling. They never changed the ingredients. The colonial system that was here before is still here. It hasn't changed. All England did was allow the individuals here to manage themselves rather than being managed by them. That's all. And we see what kind of management we've been getting ever since, right? Okay. Just to create worker bees. Just to create worker bees. I like it. You're just a worker bee, family. You don't even produce the honey. You don't even produce the honey. You just go bring the pollen and leave it here. We'll take care of the rest. Go bring the money and come in. Go get that money and bring it back. Give me in the form of rent, car payments, loans, purchases at the supermarket, clothes, bills, income tax, what do you call it? INS scam, national insurance scam. Yeah. Oh yeah, go bring it. VAT, go bring it. Bring it and give us. We'll create the honey with it. You ain't got a clue what you're doing. You ain't know, so we'll deal with it. It's time we stand up and be counted and be held accountable for what we are stewards over. Our children are our real estate. Those are our wealth, our assets, our future. Let us guard them. Let us guard them from this system that seeks to devour them, family. That's all I'm saying, man. You know. I ain't planning to stick up. That was my 2 cents. That's all I had to share. 10 o'clock. What time is it? 10 after 10. Yeah, that's it. That's all, folks. That's all, folks. That's it right there in a nutshell, man. I go into the kitchen and do something. Maria, man, you know how I do my famous dishes, Maria. You already know, man. I can figure something out. I can figure something out. Having said that, family, I don't even know if I can. I know what you're gonna do. That's it, family. I going. But let me connect Wednesday. Let me have a meaningful discussion. This thing right here, man. I got so many calls on this. I could not believe it. Then they got the gender day thing. I can't believe it. Well, I can't believe it. I mean, we told you all that was coming. I told you all that 10 years ago. I told you all that. Like 10 years ago, I told you all this was going to happen. You tell me not in Barbados. Our children knows who really cares, and it's not the system, so they will act out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Anyhow, family, go tell a friend and tell a friend. Give thanks. Y'all be good. Y'all have a great night. Me, I go in the kitchen, man. Do something. Kind of late, but I gonna do something, man. I feel the need to go and do something. So, having said that, I am definitely going to take a shortcut here tonight. I'll see you all on Wednesday. For sure, for sure. Having said that, which one? Green, yellow, or red? Yes, Tim. 11 plus, aka the common entrance exam, as it was originally known. The common entrance exam. The common entrance. Who are the commons? What are they entering? Let y'all think about that one, man. Let y'all think about that one. Have a wonderful night. You too, family. Wait, you said I got a virgin coconut oil for King. Well, I give thanks, my brother. I give thanks. I'll let you know when to collect. I will give thanks. It would be a shame though, because I mean, I distribute virgin coconut oil myself, but I would still appreciate love the gift. I know where to find you. Shout and holler at me. But yeah, I receive it, my brother. Give thanks. Love and light to each and every one. Haile Selassie first, Empress Wazir Menin family. Y'all already know is one perfect balance, man. One perfect balance.
Politically incorrect, politically incorrect, yeah. Politically incorrect, real news for the people in real time. Politically incorrect, reality from a man. Royal elected, time to get in place for real news for the people in real time.